Let's talk a little bit about quiet quitting and why that is not your answer. What is quiet quitting? Well, it's become very popular recently, or depending upon when you've watched this. It's been very popular here. Let's talk for a second about quiet quitting and why that is not the solution to hustle culture or burnout or just actually creating a balance between your professional life and your personal life. Well, what is quiet quitting? Quiet quitting isn't just leaving your job and not turning in a notice, just not showing up one day. It's not job abandonment. What quiet quitting really is simply saying, I'm not going to give anything extra. I'm going to show up and do the bare minimum in my career. Well, here's the reality. If you knew what the bare minimum was, would you really be hustling anyway? That's the question that I have for you. The majority of us as high achievers, we're not showing up every single day giving extra because we believe that we're just givers and we just want to serve and it just feels so good, and missing family dinners and working over the weekend or missing out on family vacations is just something that we enjoy. That's not it at all. The reason why we're showing up and we're giving so much is because, quite frankly, we have a little bit of career fear. We're not quite sure what we've done in the past to generate our career success. Because we have this high level of uncertainty, we don't know what we can stop doing, what we need to keep doing, and maybe even what we need to add in order to generate that level of career success and security that we can be certain of. Because what happens when we have certainty in our career is that we can actually look at other areas of our lives and we can reinvest our time and our efforts there. We're not missing out on all of these wonderful things in our lives because we want to work more. That's not what we're asking to do. We're doing it because we don't feel safe. And all the extra things that we do, working early in the morning, working through family dinners, working through vacation, working on holidays, not asking for the PTO, feeling guilty when we go to our child's midday school performance because we're going there instead of working. All of those things aren't because we want to give more. It's because we don't feel safe. And so my question to you is, why would quiet quitting actually make you feel any safer? It doesn't. It makes you feel like you're in control. It makes you feel like you have the ability to decide what you are and aren't going to do. But that's only going to last for a very short period of time, because what's going to happen is you're going to come back and you're going to start looking at your career after a couple of days or a week, maybe two at the most. You're going to look at it and say, crap, am I safe? Am I going to lose my job because I'm not doing these things? And that fear is going to set in. What we must do instead is we must start doing or continue to do. In other words, we must identify the actions, the attributes of what I call an irreplaceable asset. We all want to be irreplaceable assets in our careers, because when we're in that asset column in the company wants us, the company needs us, the company sees our value, and they're going to help us succeed. They're going to make us feel safe and secure and successful because they want and need us. It's a great relationship, right? It's a perfect balance. We're giving the company exactly what it needs, and therefore in return, it's giving us exactly what we need. But when we're not giving the company what it needs, because we have no idea really what that is, we're just tired of giving, then we're not an asset. And we haven't solved the fear of, what do I do on a daily basis to make me successful and safe? We haven't answered that question. And the company probably isn't getting what it needs because we're not sure what that is. And so what we're doing is we're just providing a really low level of performance. And ultimately, we all know what happens with low performers. They're not assets. And they don't get to stay in the, excuse me, they don't get to stay in the organization. I don't know where that came from. They don't get to stay. You want to stay. Most likely, if you didn't want to stay, you just need to start looking for another job. You truly need to seek out another opportunity and actually quit. But because you're a high achiever, your brand isn't to underperform. So quiet quitting sounds great because what you want ultimately is you want to provide work at the highest level with the minimum amount of time so that you can get your time back and go live your life. Well, quiet quitting isn't the answer to that. The answer to that ultimately is that you need to figure out how to become that irreplaceable asset. And the way that you do that is by adding the highest level of daily value. You understand what value looks like to your organization and you provide that. You stop doing all the extra stuff that makes you feel safe, because when you're adding daily value and you become that asset in the eyes of the organization, you are safe. And then you're doing only the things that the company needs you to do and not all the extra crap, and you get your time back. That's what works. That's the solution here. That's the path that you need to go down. Not the quiet quitting, but the irreplaceable asset path. That is the ultimate solution. That's a solution that allows you to continue to thrive and succeed and be valuable at work and feel amazing for having that professional success and letting you have the balance of that personal freedom and fulfillment. It gives you both, and it's the right way to do it. So if you want to learn more, let me know. Send me a DM, social media, send me an email, doesn't matter, but that's the path, not quiet quitting. You've got this. Go and be legendary.